So this is Arjay Soul, and you're with Well Connected AC. I first started writing music, let's say 7 years old. I started with poetry first. I get my inspiration from, it's a couple people. Lauryn Hill was probably one of the biggest, and then I guess some more additional where my sound comes from is more like a James Blake. Again, I'm a big Party Next Door fan. Write my own music, of course. I've written a lot of music. I've written a lot of music for a couple other artists. My inspiration comes from actually a lot of people around me. A lot of times people would ask me how I write music. It comes a lot from, basically I can't ever force it, so it has to be a feeling. If I'm feeling happy, you're gonna get something happy out of me. If I'm feeling sad, you're gonna get something sad. Unless I'm writing for another artist. But as far as that, it all comes from what's around me, and every day I try to reflect again. My music is soulful, I guess. That's the best way to put it. Anytime you hear it, it's gonna have a different vibe, and anytime I'm talking about it, you're gonna feel it, whatever vibe I'm coming for you with. So that's the best thing, if you're reflecting off what I'm saying and I want to get that across. What separates, or what's going to separate me from locals, I think it's mostly two things. Being organic again. Nothing's ever forced. Nothing's ever. I try to stay away from things that do motivate me to stay on my own sound, as far as sound wise in music, because a lot of times people get caught in the hype. There's a lot of hype beats out here, and I just go with it's very organic for me. And two is just grind. A lot of people, want it and sit on it, but you just gotta go get it. So that's pretty much what we try to implement in our group and as a team. If you want it, you gotta go get it. So as far as the Arizona scene, I never really worked with a lot of Arizona artists. I kind of always just did my own thing. I guess it's because everybody's like on their different levels of what they want to take their music to a different level, and I guess I just took my kind of more serious. It wasn't just a one-time thing for me. It was always, music was always my first. So I'm definitely open to work with anybody who's willing to work. Again, I don't like to force anything. Everybody has their own sound. So of course, if I feel like we're on good terms as far as music-wise, definitely. Yeah, I just released my first project, Stride. It is out. Different vibes. Again, everything that you feel is gonna be soulful. I'm gonna give you everything from happy to sad to whatever you need to get past. Everything was very, very organic, in-house. I know a lot of times I'm a very YouTube head, so it took me a while to find like beats I like, but then I found a couple producers that we stayed kind of close, and pretty much it was all in-house, used the same engineer. As far as beat makers, reaching out to producers, I'm always willing to work with someone new. I'm just like everybody else. Everybody wants a spot, everybody needs a foot in the door. So if I feel like it coincides with what we're trying to do or what we're reflecting on, then I'm definitely gonna go for it. Performing, I guess that's the best part about it. People hear your music, but when they actually get to see you as an artist and you get to reflect with them, what you're talking about, I think that's the best part. So I love performing. My last show was last month on the 23rd. It was for Tink, opening up for Tink. First concert, so my first show was my first concert. As far as shows, yes, there is a lot of shows coming. What's next? Oh man, we have so much things in the works. We're already getting ready to start on another project. We're gonna have some singles coming out, and man, we got a whole team. So as our team's moving, I'm not just the only one. I have a whole team that's just ready to show what we're about, and that's pretty much what we're working on. You can find me on everything, back on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. As far as music outlets, all platforms. But man, shout out to the team, Team John Doe. Shout out to Justice. We got a squad. Shout out to all my friends, the friends that knew sometimes it was hard for me working and doing it. So people let me stay at their houses late night. Pretty much it. They know who they are. We know where we're at and where we're going.